I'm going to attempt to change my clutch on the Grom. It's 2019. Here's the stuff you'll need. Alright, first you're going to need a 17 mil drain the oil. As soon as you feel the thread click over itself, just pull it out real fast. Barely anything. So give it a good shake. Alright, put a glove on. Keep things cleaner. Clean this nut up, or bolt. It's a magnetic one. Let's try this. Wash your head. Oh, perfect. About a whole pack of these. To get to 2 of these screws back here, you gotta take this rear set off. This nut is a 19. Sometimes you have to hold it from the other side. There's a through axle. Bottom one too, actually. That's probably good enough. Okay, finally to these bolts. This top one has the clutch cable bracket. Just be careful of that one. Now, this is the clutch cable bracket. It's gonna pop out. You gotta disconnect it from right here. There we go. I'll free up that cable. Remove the dipstick too before you take the case off. And the camera is getting all greasy. Oh yeah. Finger in the plug hole. Works good. There we go. Inspect the gasket. There's these metal dowels in here too. They pop out, so watch out. You can reuse these if you're doing these surfaces not that far apart, but it's been a while since I've done it, so I'm going to change out the whole thing. And check the oil filter, or not filter, but the screen. Really pretty good. Not as bad as I thought. A few specs. This motor's got about 4,700 miles. Yeah, last filter change or screen cleaning was 1,500 miles ago. Okay, and then this goes in a specific way. It's shaped like a wedge, and it has a lip. I believe the lip goes on top. Alright, I'm gonna work on this spinner. The 10 mil, 3 10 mils, but it's gonna want to spin when you turn it to the left. So what I did was, you see that? That's an old metal credit card, but you can use a penny or like you can rip up an aluminum can and like fold it over a couple of times. Some kind of soft metal so you won't bend or dent the steel gears. shit, I finally got it. There's a washer back there too. Okay, pull this bearing out. Try to. Yeah, I don't have the right tool for this. Okay, yeah, I was able to wiggle it out with the plier. Just grabbed the lip and kept tugging it like enough to shake the bike back and forth, and then it came out. Got my replacement right here. It's a genuine Honda part. And gotta take the castle nut in here off. I heard you gotta take it off before taking the spring plate off, otherwise it's harder. There's less, there's more free movement. I can take the clutch spring plate and this bottom like oil tray, 2 10 mils. I think this is 10 mil too. The tray is gonna be stuck in there with the clutch basket. Just back these out evenly because they're under tension. Well, as soon as the castle nut came off, this you could have taken this whole assembly off. And then there's a washer in here, so don't lose that, be careful. I'm gonna take these out. I'll show you the inside. Alright, so I'm gonna be stacking the clutch plate. And then steel plate. Fill that up, and then it's gonna fit in here. This fits in one of two ways. If you find the word on the front, and then you find that dented and molded piece, it's not exactly a 1-to-1 fit, but maybe there we go. The hole and the word. They're not right on top of each other, but they're about matched up. And then everything should fit in flat. What you don't want is, let's do it again, that. It's not gonna fit in. Now that everything's together, fit it back in here. Make sure it lines with the back gear. Okay, and I get the springs in. This might be a little difficult. You don't have to put the bike on the side. I can see that making it a lot easier. You just need to start one screw on the plate. Oh yeah, don't forget this little washer for inside the castle nut. You might forget. And then I'm going to torque these down to about 9 foot-pounds. Oh my goodness. Alright, I got so excited I forgot to put in this the oil drip pan thing. Okay, let's take this thing off. But luckily, you don't have to take the springs off. Just want hand tight is good, a little bit more than hand tight. Gonna torque down the big castle nut, 47 foot-pounds. Okay, all right. New bearing. The old one seemed good, but while I'm in here, might as well change it out. The lettering on the bearing goes on the outside, facing you. Just jimmy it in. Man, the spinner's so heavy, I don't feel like putting it back on. There's a kit that gets rid of the spinner and gives you an oil filter. Might be worth it later. The spinner's on there, that washer on there, and then get that castle nut on there. It's also 47 foot-pounds. All right. There's a indent, a raised side, and then an indented side and a raised side. The raised side faces you, faces outside. And these are 10 millimeters, 9 foot-pounds each. Let's see, if you don't hold it, you're gonna wanna start the Grom. You need that soft metal or something. They sell a plastic holder, Revzilla or one of these, Partzilla or whatever supplier, but I mean, this expired credit card's free. Alright, so in my case, the dowels came out with the cover, but sometimes it stays in with your engine case. Whatever the case is, I find it easier to put the gasket along the or into the dowels first. So it kind of holds it in place. Oh shit, there we go. Alright, just tighten these down to I think 9 foot-pounds each now, and put the oil drain plug back in, fill it up with 1 quart, and you're done with the clutch job. But I'm gonna do a valve job on this too, so I'm not gonna fill it up just yet. I'll have another video up doing the valves. Okay, time to put the rear set back. This big nut is 40 foot-pounds.